family. It is Monday. Most people hate Mondays because the weekend is over and it's back to the norm. Work. Yeah, be blessed that you got a job. Some of us don't have jobs. That's right. Those bills come every 4 weeks, family. Yes, sir. It is a gorgeous day. It's kind of cloudy. Let me tell you something. They're saying that it's going to be thunderstorms. I don't play in the thunder and the lightning now. And driving, so I'm trying to beat it by God's grace. The sun is shining right now, but there's a lot of clouds overspreading the sky right now. But y'all know where I'm headed to. I'm trying to get some things to my babes. I got papaya and green juice, things to sustain him, all the stuff that he had when he's home. I'm trying to get it to him. I made him a shake with chia seeds and flax seed and with berries and dates. The dates, they actually have a date syrup now, and I prefer that because when I put the dates in, it never blends well. It's always little bits and pieces, and I don't want to chew my drink. But in any event, yes, I'm on my way to bring him that. So while I'm on my way, I decided to chat with you all. Do you think that you give enough of yourself? It's something for us to consider because we have so many people in need of so much, even just a little smile. Do you give enough? Now that I'm in Georgia, I guess I could say that I don't have as much opportunity as I did when I was in the city because it's more people. I wasn't driving, so I was on the subway and I was on the bus. So you're going to meet more people that you can maybe help financially. And I wasn't financially sound, to be exact, but you always have something to offer somebody else. And it always makes me feel good to help somebody else. And I wanted to know if we're doing that enough. You know? Are we doing enough for other people? I think we should set out each day with the mindset to help somebody in the day. And it could be something little. I remember walking down the street in Manhattan and I didn't know I was smiling, but I had probably had something on my mind and I'm smiling. So this lady was like, keep up that good expression on your face, sis. You just made my day. And I'm like, I didn't even know what I was doing. But you don't get it that something as simple as a smile makes other people feel good. People are going through stuff. It's rough on this earth. And to just offer something, extend yourself a little bit to somebody in some regard, even when you're driving and you see somebody trying to get in front of you, let them in. Listen, we ain't trying to fight over everything all the time. Nobody got the strength for that. So just be kind in whatever way you can, like set out being kind. Set yourself up to like, I'm going to do something nice for somebody today. You go in the store and you see somebody coming, just stop, pause, hold the door for them, make somebody's day. I'm going to tell you that about a story when I was in, little girls over there screaming, little girls, boy. I remember those days. I still think I'm a little girl sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You close out all the noise. I like my windows open. I don't really like the AC like that unless I'm having a ferocious hot flash. But I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit. Oh, turn the radio on, girl. So I'm gonna do what I have to do. But yes, I remember a time when I was going through a lot. I hated my circumstances. I hated where I was living. It had really gotten to a point where all of my neighbors, and when I say all of my neighbors, I mean the ones upstairs, downstairs, to the left, and to the right. Everybody was aggravating me. Everybody. We had the neighbors over here. They were always fighting. Oh, it was just draining. The people underneath me smoking weed, smoking cigarettes. So I'm getting all of that because it's coming up. Lady on the left, her dog barking. Whenever she left, the dog was struggling with anxiety, I guess, a little chihuahua. Barking. And then my neighbors upstairs, who was always mostly quiet, bought themselves a stereo set. So when I tell you, everybody surrounding me was driving me to the brink of insanity, it was a lot. I found myself, and I told y'all before, I'm not a crier. I was stressed out. And I cried out to the Lord literally. And I'm like, Daddy, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I feel stuck. I didn't have the finances at the time to just pick up and leave. And I felt stuck. And it's a hurtful place to be. And let me tell you what happened. I cried that night. And I get up the next day. And I had to take care of some business in Manhattan. So as I was making my way to the train, I'm walking through my PJs. Projects, for those of you who know nothing about that. I'm walking through to get to the train station at Rockaway. And when I'm walking through, I see this gentleman eating from the garbage, literally. And I'm like, and I'm such a germaphobe, like I was having this craziness with having my hands clean at the time. This was some years ago. I mean, like it just went to 1,000. And then to watch that man put his hand in the garbage, and I don't know what it was that he was eating. I just saw him go like this and just started eating. And I'm like, oh my God, he's eating from the garbage. And I remember people walking past the garbage, spitting in it. And oh God, I just felt so grossed out. And as I said, I didn't have very much. When I saw that man doing that, my heart literally broke in 1,000 pieces. So I walked over to him and I said, sir, would you like something to eat? Because across the street there was a pizza shop. What else is over there? I moved away from there and forgot what's in the neighborhood. Chinese store, all the stuff that we shouldn't eat, but it was food. And it was clean food that the man didn't have to take from the garbage. And so I asked him, I said, would you like for me to purchase you something to eat? And he was like, would you do that? And I said, absolutely. And he said, sure. Now this man, let me tell you about this brother. This brother had his little shopping cart with like a bottle of water on it and little things, because you know when people are homeless they usually carry their little belongings around with them. He didn't smell, so I don't know, he was maybe had some place to go and bathe or something. I don't know. It didn't even matter to me. Just seeing another human being eating from the garbage was crazy. So anyway, he said he'll go get 2 slices of pizza. I said, is that all you want? I said, what about something to drink? This man said, no baby, I'm good, I got my water. He told me he got that water from a Johnny Pump or something, because he had a little water bottle. I guess he just refill it or whatever. And I tell you that man's graciousness and appreciation broke me down. I could not stop crying because my mind went back to the night before when this lady who had a roof over her head had enough food to get herself in a chunky position. Every day I ate more than I should have, more than I needed. I had a roof over my head. And it wasn't that I was ungrateful, but the Father was showing me something, and I was sure of it. He was like, be ye content with what ye have. My goodness, it was insane, because I was just crying last night. This man would have gladly traded places with me. And let me top it off with this. We go inside the pizza store. And this man was just humming to himself or whatever. Very pleasant disposition. In his position, he was pleasant. He blessed me. He blessed me. He's buying his pizza and he's putting his stuff on it and everything. And I'm just watching him and tears just rolling. I could not stop them. I was praising the Lord and still feeling bad for him. Let me tell you something. That man looked over at me. I said, are you sure this is all you want? He said, yeah, baby, I'm fine. Call me baby. You know how our black men do. He's an older gentleman. He called me baby. And I was acting like one because I was booing. And when he looked over at me, he said, sweetheart, don't cry for me. He said, I'm good. This man said to me, I'm in a country where I can find food in the garbage that people throw away. Do you know there are people in third world countries who can't get anything to eat? Every time I think about this story or reminisce about it, my heart fills up again. And I want to bust out crying. I don't know what's wrong with me. I will never forget that moment God blessed me with this gentleman. I'm like, what? You're happy to eat from the garbage. Let me tell y'all something. We are so blessed, and we don't even understand it. That man in his position was counting his blessings, and there I was, boo-hooing my eyes out the night before. And that's not to say that we can't better our circumstances, but the Father had to show me something. It could be worse, baby girl, and you can still be happy if it was worse. So find your joy in everything while you get a grip, make a plan to do better. Find your joy in that space. What a lesson I learned. It was so powerful. And it might not sound like much to y'all, but let me tell you something. When you're going through something and you're emotional about it and you feel such despair, and the Lord do something like that for you, and these are the people that we think are beneath us. Oh, he's homeless. Oh, he's a bum. Oh, get away from me. We crossed the street. We don't want to be away from. I don't know if he was an angel, because I thought about it. I said, what if it was an angel? What if he was an angel? I don't know. I never saw that man again. I never saw him again. I have no idea. The Bible speaks of that, right? Entertaining angels unaware. And I believe that when your heart is humble and the Lord knows your heart, he's going to do whatever he can to grant you some peace and give you some hope. That gentleman blew my mind. I got on the train. Do you know I cried the whole way up to Manhattan? I could not say, Lord, what is wrong with me? I could not stop myself from crying. He had me emotional for the whole day. I thought about that man for the whole day. And when I went back to my little apartment, I tried to be grateful that I had a roof over my head and that this is just for a time. This too shall pass. The Lord knows your desires, the desires of your heart, and he's going to bless you. And he did. Let me tell you something. Be kind to people. Be kind to people even when you are going through. It helps you. It makes you feel good to be in a position to give somebody a little bit of yourself. It doesn't hurt us to do a little something nice for somebody else. It can mean so much to them and so much to you in a spiritual realm, because God is watching. He knows our needs, and we are always asking him for something. Oh, Daddy, I need this. Oh, Lord, I need a blessing. Are we blessing other people? You are blessed to be a blessing. You are blessed to be a blessing. And I just wanted to share that story with you all, because that is like one of my favorite stories to share. I am not lying. I love that story. That gentleman, man, I'm just looking at him like, what? You feel blessed to eat out of the garbage off of something somebody else had eaten off of? That man said he had something to eat. He can go in any garbage and find food, because we are so wasteful and ungrateful. And if he was somewhere else in a third world country where people don't have it like that, he would not even have that bit of food to eat. And the man was grateful. He taught me a valuable lesson. I thought I was grateful already, honey. But he taught me a valuable lesson. Be content with what ye have. Somebody always has less. And that doesn't make me feel happy. That expression kind of sometimes upset me when people say, oh, some people don't have less. Some people have less. I'm like, that's supposed to make me feel happy knowing somebody is worse off than me. But it tends to make you think and be appreciative, because you can be worse off. You can be. All right, y'all. I'm going to end this particular video, and I will see you in another soon. I have a lot to share, and I enjoy sharing feel-good stories. All this negativity that we have to deal with in this world, there's enough of that. We need more feel-good stories, more stories to open our eyes and give us insight about different things, and to help us to change, and to remind us of what our purpose is. We are here to help one another. So do it. Go out there and help somebody today. Just smile. If that's all you got is a smile, do that. I see women with a pretty dress and she rocking it, because I'm not a jealous type at all. I'm like, that girl looked the bomb. And I will tell her, sis, you looking good. And you know how A sister loves to get a compliment from another sister. I've enjoyed getting a compliment from another sister too, because I know she doesn't have an agenda. Sometimes when the men compliment us, you're like, what you want? But when a sister compliments you, you feel so good. You be like, I chose the right outfit. Shoot, that girl think my outfit is bomb. So if you just to compliment another sister, tell her hair looks good. Girl, I love your dress. I love those shoes. Those earrings are cute. Be kind to each other. Especially as us sister girls, we so jealous of one another and we're so mean to one another. I can't stand that. I cannot stand that about us. We are nasty to one another. Be sweet to another sister girl today. Be sweet to somebody. You got it in you. Go share it with the world. Peace, love, and blessings, family.